Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey through time and thought, a journey that promises to unlock the power of truth and transform your life. Today, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Napoleon Hill, a man whose lessons continue to resonate with us even in our fast-paced, modern world. But why, you ask, do these lessons still matter today? How can words penned nearly a century ago still hold the power to change lives? Let's find out. Imagine a world where your mind is a magnet, attracting the very essence of your thoughts into reality. Napoleon Hill, in his groundbreaking work, Think and Grow Rich, proposed this very idea. He suggested that our brains become magnetized with the dominating thoughts we hold, attracting forces, people, and circumstances that align with those thoughts. It sounds almost mystical, doesn't it? But it's not magic. It's the power of focused desire and belief. Consider this. During the Great Depression, a time when fear of poverty gripped millions, Hill argued that this fear was a ghost, a creation of uncontrolled imagination. He called it one of the 6 ghosts of fear. These ghosts, he said, are figments of our minds, yet they wield the power to paralyze us, to hold us back from achieving our true potential. But here's the kicker. If these ghosts are products of our imagination, then we have the power to banish them. Hill believed that by mastering our fears, we could unlock our potential and transform our desires into tangible success. Now let's pause for a moment. Have you ever felt discouraged, timid, or indecisive? Have you ever procrastinated or lacked ambition? Hill would say these are the manifestations of those pesky ghosts. But fear not, for he also provided a roadmap to outwit them. He urged us to take inventory of ourselves, to study and understand these fears, and to recognize them as mere illusions. It's a bit like a mental spring cleaning, out with the old limiting beliefs, and in with the new, empowering ones. But how do we develop the faith needed to conquer these fears? Hill emphasized the power of autosuggestion, a technique to train our subconscious minds to believe in our desires. It's about repeating positive affirmations until they become ingrained in our psyche. Sounds simple, right? Yet, it's profound in its simplicity. By feeding our minds with positive thoughts, we can cultivate a mindset that attracts success. Let's delve deeper into the concept of desire. Hill argued that a burning desire is the starting point of all achievement. He recounted the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a man who had nothing but the desire to work with the great inventor Thomas Edison. Barnes didn't have money, influence, or a fancy education. What he had was a clear vision and an unwavering determination. He showed up at Edison's doorstep, and through sheer persistence, he eventually became a partner in one of Edison's most successful ventures. Barnes' story is a testament to the power of desire backed by faith. But what about those who say, "I don't have the resources," or "I'm not lucky enough"? Hill would argue that luck is a byproduct of preparation meeting opportunity. He believed that success comes to those who are success conscious, who are willing to stake everything on the principles of success. He famously clipped the word impossible from his dictionary, a symbolic gesture to remind himself that the only limits are those we set in our minds. Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the role of imagination. Hill posited that imagination is the workshop where all plans are created. It's the ability to envision a future that doesn't yet exist and to bring it into reality. He cited examples of great inventors and leaders who harnessed their imagination to achieve the seemingly impossible. Think of Thomas Edison, who refused to listen to naysayers and went on to invent the phonograph. Or F.W. Woolworth, who defied critics and built a retail empire from 5-and-dime stores. These men understood that the mind could produce anything it could conceive and believe. Now you might be wondering, is it really that simple? Can I just think my way to success? Hill would say that thinking is just the beginning. It's about translating those thoughts into action. He stressed the importance of planning and persistence. It's about creating a definite plan and executing it with unwavering determination. It's about burning all bridges behind you and making retreat impossible. It's about demanding riches, not just expecting them. As we near the end of our exploration, let's reflect on the idea that we have absolute control over one thing: our thoughts. Hill called this the most significant and inspiring fact known to man. It's our divine prerogative, the means by which we control our destiny. If we fail to control our minds, we control nothing else. It's a sobering thought, but also an empowering one. Our minds are our spiritual estate, and we must protect and nurture them with the care they deserve. In conclusion, Napoleon Hill's lessons matter today, because they remind us of the power we hold within. They teach us that success is not a matter of chance, but a matter of choice. It's about cultivating a mindset that attracts abundance, about mastering our fears, and about taking decisive action toward our goals. Hill's principles are timeless because they tap into the fundamental truths of human potential. So, dear viewers, as you go about your day, I challenge you to take inventory of your thoughts. Are they aligned with the life you wish to create? Are you nurturing a burning desire for success? Remember, the power of truth lies within you, waiting to be unlocked. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Napoleon Hill's wisdom. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep growing rich in every sense of the word. As we continue our exploration into the profound teachings of Napoleon Hill, let's delve into the concept of the mastermind. Hill described this as the coordination of knowledge and effort between two or more people, working towards a definite purpose in a spirit of harmony. It's a powerful reminder that success is rarely a solitary endeavor. Consider the brilliance of the people you surround yourself with. Like-minded individuals who share your vision can amplify your efforts exponentially. Hill illustrated this with the story of Henry Ford, who, despite lacking a formal education, surrounded himself with a team of brilliant thinkers and engineers. This mastermind alliance was the driving force behind Ford's monumental success in revolutionizing the automobile industry. The mastermind principle teaches us that by leveraging the collective experience and intelligence of a group, we can tackle challenges that might seem insurmountable on our own. It's about creating a synergy where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This principle not only applies in business, but in every aspect of life. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist, or a scientist, the relationships you forge can propel you toward your dreams. Let's also contemplate the idea of persistence. Hill was adamant that persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. It's the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. There will be moments when doubts creep in, when the path to success seems littered with obstacles. This is when persistence becomes your greatest ally. Hill pointed to the story of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the electric light bulb. Edison's relentless perseverance exemplifies the power of persistence in overcoming failure and achieving greatness. Now let's turn our attention to the concept of the subconscious mind, which Hill referred to as the connecting link, the realm where our desires and beliefs manifest into reality. It's the fertile ground where seeds of thought are sown, taking root to shape our destiny. By feeding our subconscious mind with positive and constructive thoughts, we set the stage for our conscious actions to align with our deepest aspirations. Hill urged us to guard this precious domain vigilantly. Negative emotions like fear, anger, and jealousy have no place here, for they can derail our journey toward success. Instead, we must cultivate emotions of love, joy, and gratitude, which act as the nurturing soil from which our dreams can blossom. As we ponder these insights, we arrive at the realization that life is a journey of continuous learning and growth. Hill's teachings encourage us to embrace change, to adapt, and to innovate. They remind us that every setback is merely a setup for a comeback, that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. In your own life, consider how you can apply these timeless principles. Who might be part of your mastermind alliance? How can you cultivate persistence in the face of adversity? What thoughts are you feeding your subconscious mind? The answers to these questions hold the key to unlocking your potential and creating a life rich with purpose and fulfillment. Thank you for sharing this journey through the wisdom of Napoleon Hill. May his teachings inspire you to take bold steps toward your dreams, to harness the power of your mind, and to live a life of abundance and joy. Until we meet again, keep striving, keep believing, and remember that the power to shape your destiny lies within you.